Okay, here's day 2 of my sessions. It's been 2 days since I did my opening video, so there wasn't a lot of time to recover. Started off again with 140, did it quite fast, not as fast as possible, just 80%, 90%, somewhere around there. Don't want to wreck the back too much after putting it under a lot of strain. And we're working up in 10 kilo increments, just working up through the weights. Did a good warm up before this, did I'd say about 70 reps of just the bar. I like doing lots with the lightweight to get the blood in the body without actually taking strength away by lifting quite heavy weights. I do a lot of warm ups with lightweight. Did a couple of singles then with 60 kilos, and then a couple of singles with 100, bit of stretching. So here we've worked up to the first 220. So I'm trying to do good solid reps of this. 30 kilos off my max. Without the belt, I'm still training without the belt, same shoes. I've widened my grip. The last day I didn't say it, but I had a wider, narrower grip. I just wanted to try it out. I looked in the mirror, it looked like my hands were hanging more straight, more in a vertical line, a little bit narrower. But actually it didn't feel as good, so I'm always testing little things like that every day, always trying to learn how to do it better. Even on that attempt I did the last day for the max lift, I had a bit narrower grip, which probably wasn't a good idea, but I definitely know that that narrower grip doesn't suit me. But I'm going to train it now and again just to see if it starts to feel better, because you can't judge something just on the first time we try it, really, especially going up to a heavy weight. So the reason I'm doing this, I like to bring the body close to the max and get it used to the heavy weights often, so I'm gonna always go up to a heavy weight, at least once, if not twice a week, and do a couple of singles. I like doing singles because it kind of replicates what you do in a comp. Now here's some accessory coming up now at 180 kilo. See, I can pause it there exactly where I fail in my best attempts. I always fail at that point, so I've added in these pauses just at that point, and then explode out of that, get the body used to working through that weak point. Give it a good pause here on this third one. It even lowers a bit. I didn't know it was lowering at the time, now I know it is. So I'm going to try and stop it lowering the next time I do that. Another good reason to have the video. So done a few heavy singles. Bit of accessory at quite a heavy weight. 180 wasn't too difficult for them poses. I could have done more, but I was happy with what I've done, and the back is still quite tired. It's quite enough. 160 isn't too light either. I mean, for doing sets of 5 here, it's quite a heavy weight. I used to do this at 140. I'll be flying them up. Well, 160 is looking good now. I'm just trying this out, but I do reduce the volume a bit because of this. But you'll see how much I do now. Recovery was about 1 minute, just for the first 1 or 2, and then I was out of breath, and I was just stayed out of breath the whole time. I never fully recovered for these. Between probably 1.5 and 2.5 minutes, I wasn't too bothered really. As long as I feel like I can lift it, I go and lift it. We wouldn't worry about that. The background music in the video cuts out and goes quiet a little bit sometimes. There's a guy doing dips and it sounded like he was having sex, so I didn't really want that in the video. So don't worry about that. That's all that is. Yeah, so we're just flying through these sets here. So obviously cut out the time in between. Just want to get the good stuff on camera. So what's this? We're on to the fifth set of 160. It's probably a lot of volume. I wouldn't think a lot of people train this kind of volume, but think about how much you've improved, and your back can take a lot. I've tested this now for a while. I was training a long time, going to heavier loads and just maxing out and doing much less. But like, there's nothing light about 160, even though it looks easy. Like, it's for my strength, like that same kind of percentage for anyone. It's quite heavy, but you try and do a lot of reps, put the body under strain. and the body fatigues, then obviously your weakest point is going to get more fatigued first. So you don't have to do too much accessories. Your weakest point is going to fail first if you do a lot of reps. So see, towards the end of this, I start struggling at that point where I generally fail at 1 rep max. So this is like an accessory. When you get tired, it's like doing accessories all the time. Not only is it training the muscles, it's training the mind. The thing is to keep the mind focused. Like, don't get lazy and just start going through the motions, but keep that aggression there. Keep thinking like this isn't like a walk in the park. This is you're trying to do this as fast as you can, you know. Um, Especially like as fast as you can with good form. Um, Especially like when you get to that weak point, really try and push the hips through. If that is your weakness, if your weakness is off the floor, make sure you take the slack out of the bar and, you know, pull it as hard as you can without breaking down your form. I didn't say it earlier, but kind of the reason why I went to 220 for the singles was when I was watching back my first day of lifting where I tested out, I also felt like this, but my form started to slightly break down, ever so slightly, when I reached 220 kilos. So I think that was the optimum weight to choose for heavy singles. You know, you're right at that limit there where the body's form is breaking down. So train it just at that point, and it'll improve with without going beyond it and putting unnecessary strain on the body, on the back. You wanna strain it to a certain point without. You don't want to destroy it though. So where are we now? We're on the last. This is the last set. So I took very little rest time for this. I decided I didn't plan this. Now I just walked away from the bar and the idea came in my head, and I knew it's going to be hard. But like these little challenges, you know, no harm in it. Just do it. See, now I'm struggling here. Like this is a killer now. Like didn't expect this. Just happened. I just did it to myself at the end. There, that was a struggle now.